the Kyrie experience. I don't have a problem with it, Skip. Look, I mean, there's no contract signed. It's like, look, I'm going to come to the Drew League, and maybe there's an expectation, and the buzz was out there about Kyrie and LeBron both playing in the Drew League, and so that would have been great, but it probably would have been a more spectacle, and it probably would have led to, that's definitely going to happen now. LeBron and Kyrie going to definitely link up with the Lakers, and it'll probably been a situation where it would probably been more harm than good. But I'm not surprised. Look, this is the guy that told the world that they didn't need a head coach. That some games are going to be KD, some games it might be him, hell, it might be whoever else. But that's not what we need. So I'm not surprised. Plus, it's also the guy that, hell, he took off and didn't even tell his head coach he was taking off. So I'm not surprised that Kyrie, but I'm not holding that against him. It's not the end of the world or anything like that. So, but for me, I'm sure it's probably frustrating to the fans that I guess they started lining up at 6 a.m., 5 o'clock a.m. Saturday morning to see possible Kyrie. And I'm sure there was an expectation that they would see Kyrie and LeBron and DeMar, and it didn't happen. But he was helping Phil Handy. Phil Handy was on staff in Cleveland, so he has a relationship with Kyrie. They were at the Mamba Academy up in Thousand Oaks, and so I think it was for a worthy cause. But Skip, I didn't read too much into it that he was going to show up.
Unfortunately, I did, and the reason I did is the Drew League commissioner said afterwards that it sounded like it was going to be a sure bet, but I don't know what happened because with Kyrie, as you just pointed out, you never know, and what felt like was rubbing the Drew League's nose in it was the fact that a participant in the girls' basketball camp that you referred to up in Thousand Oaks posted a video of Kyrie working out with the campers to her Instagram account. It's just a terrible look for the Drew League, for Kyrie, for LA basketball, when in fact, according to every source, he badly wants to be a Laker and reunite with LeBron. And by all accounts, LeBron badly wants Kyrie to reunite with him.
Yeah.
So the worst thing you can do is shame the Drew League when you want to come to LA. It's just, it's the worst possible look you could have.
Right.
Because it's the Drew League. It's hallowed. It's legendary.
Yeah, it's the Rucker Park, the New York. Drew League is the LA.
It just is. It has a sacred ring to it. When I hear Drew League, I'm like, whoa, just like Rucker. Yeah. And you can't do that to these people when they're on the edge of their seats waiting for you to make your grand entrance into the gym. And for a while, it sounded like early Saturday that there was some hope or expectation that LeBron and Kyrie would play together for one of the teams. That obviously wasn't going to happen, didn't happen. So here we go again. Look, Kyrie is 10 times better at this stage and age than Russell Westbrook.
Oh, yeah.
Is 10 times better. We get that.
Yeah.
But he makes himself almost as untradeable as Russ has made himself with his performance, really on and off the court, but especially on the court. It just goes from bad to worse because it was so bad last year, starting with the refusal to get vaccinated. But then, to your point, he just ducks for a while. He just bounces. I don't know what happened, and he doesn't tell anybody, especially his coach, because he said before the year started, we don't really need a coach.
Right.
Man, Kyrie, are you good enough to make it so that people say you're more trouble than you're worth? Because it comes down to that. Every time it comes down to that. Is he more trouble than he's worth, or is he just worth what he is?
Yeah.
Well, he's pushing the envelope here toward more trouble than he's worth.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people can I count on Kyrie to be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be?
Hey, isn't that the essence? Like,
it is.
Isn't that the cornerstone? Like,
it is.
What I always respect so much about your career. You know, I know from working with you for these 6 years on this show, if you say, I'm going to be there at that X time, you are going to be there and you're going to be ready.
I'm going to be ready.
Okay? You're going to be ready.
That's it.
And Mike Shanahan knew from the start, 84 is going to be there. He's going to be on the bus on time. He's going to be on the plane on time.
Yes.
You just, if you're going to be a team leader, there are certain things that just have to get done.
Right.
Because if they don't get done, you're going to lose over time. So this is just simple arithmetic. Here this is, and you got to do this or we lose that, right? And he's even showing you in the offseason that he tells the Drew League commissioner, no.
Yeah.
I wait. I got a better idea. I got a better offer. Phil Handy wants me to come up and do the camp, which is great. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I'm sure those girls just love that. They'll be talking about it for months.
Right.
But they won't be talking about it at the Drew League.
Right.
They will for the wrong reasons behind your back.
Yeah.
And the Laker brass is saying, God, do we dare try to pull this thing off? At what cost? At what price do we try to add here?
Especially, Skip, is something that's so high profile, and they've advertised that Kyrie is going to be, participant in the game. But that's Skip, it's just like, okay, I don't know if he said I'm thinking about playing. There's a possibility, but as you read, he's like, all indication that I was given is that Kyrie was going to play. And then all of a sudden, there was no Kyrie. I think the fans met, but I think LeBron being there, DeMar DeRozan, the legend, the Compton legend was there. So I don't think anybody was, after the game started, Skip, I don't think anybody was disappointed that Kyrie didn't show.
I got it. Well, there was some disappointment because you thought it was going to be epic all day long, start to finish.
It would have been great.
Because it started with big baller team. So you got LeVar.
Right. If Kyrie's on the other side and LeBron and DeMar and they're going back and forth, because in a situation like that, Kyrie going to be able to get buckets. It's going to be a lot of oohs and ahs because the dipsy dudes that he's going to be able to pull off.
He can flat out go Uncle Drew at Rutgers.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And so, I would have loved to see Kyrie, but I think him being in Thousand Oaks with Phil Handy was a very noble and worthy cause as well.
For those who don't know, Thousand Oaks is probably 60-ish miles from where the Drew League is played. So
easy 60.
Okay, but it's like...
In L.A. traffic, that's about 3 hours.
I was going to say it's about an hour, but that's with no traffic.
No traffic. Yeah, it's about 3 hours with traffic.
Yeah, okay. So, in the end, it's just another bad look for Kyrie. And again, I hope he winds up with the Lakers, but I got to tell you, he's pushing it, man.
But here's the thing, Skip. Anybody knows, anybody that trades for Kyrie, you know what you're getting. So if he skips a practice or he doesn't feel like talking to anybody for a week or two, you've been warned.
Unfortunately, you know what you're not getting.
Exactly.
Right?
Consistency. Well, I guess you are going to get consistency because you're going to get him showing up one morning and he's going to be moody and he ain't going to want to talk. And so you're going to get consistency. It's just the wrong type of consistency.
Yeah. Well, I hope this works out. But, oof.
We still want him in the Laker Nation, still taking right now.
He's your only hope.
Right now.
And you're in trouble if that's your only hope.
No.
Whew.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.